What's up, aces and dingers? I got a little third quarter action, little update for you. We'll go ahead and get right into it. We'll go ahead and pop the standings up. And they're not looking so good for the up the river division. Melissa's kind of grabbing a hold of it lately. She's on a little 2-game win streak. Just got her first high score. So we'll see what happens with that. Nate is currently kind of running away with the Dirty South division. And Fontana and Kai and really Kevin are all kind of waddled in there in the frozen tundra, but Fontana is currently the #1 seed and holding tied for the best record, and he has the tiebreaker with Nate. Moving on to the next thing, Nate has the most points scored so far this season with 79-37. The tiebreaker with Fontana and Nate is the head-to-head. Let's not forget that. And then Melissa has the most scored against her so far with 74-30. So Fontana and Nate both have a 99% chance of making the postseason at this point, 15 weeks in. And Eric, you have a 1% chance. You have the lowest percent chance to make the postseason at this point, 15 weeks in, but you're not out of it. So that's the way I would look at it if I were you, being optimistic and whatnot. High scores so far this season. Fontana has 4, Kevin 2, Kai 3, Nate 2, and then Melissa, Nick, Justin, and Will did get 1. The low scores so far this season, Jason, you have 5. You have a third of the low scores. You've paid up every one of them, though. Myself and Melissa have 2. Will and Nick both have 2. Will didn't pay up any, and we had to pay those up over the live chat, but we got her done. And then Eric and Justin both have 1. Eric, can't wait to see you do your first ever low score this week. If the playoffs started today, the first seed, like I just mentioned, would be Fontana, and then 2 seed Nate. 3 seed is Melissa because she owns the a division lead right now, even with her record being 7-8. Kai at 9-6, and Dallas at 9-6. You guys would both be the wild cards. And then Kevin, actually, with your 8-7 record, you'd be on the outside looking in right now. Don't look either, but Jacob's right on your tail at a 7-8 record in the 7 seed. You're picking this up pretty quick. You're doing pretty good, man, and I like the way you're competing. So stick around, play football with us. And then our next thing is I wanted to go over the home run derby rules real quick. So this year we're going to do the draft based off the standings of the league, and each participant in the home run derby can be selected only 2 times in our draft, so that way we're not overloaded with one player and every participant gets picked. So we're going to end up doing that once we get all the participants and the all-star break starts, and make sure nobody gets hurt or any kind of crazy shit like that. If you don't win the home run derby game and get the Horse's Ash trophy, you owe a 50 cal shot tip top to the full. It's been the rule since we started it. We're going to keep the tradition alive. If you do win it, it's because you picked the right participant and the total amount of home runs you think he is going to hit in the last round. So that way we get the tiebreakers and whatnot. And you cannot pick a total amount of home runs a guy hits in the last round if somebody above you has already picked that person with the total home run amount. You have to pick a different amount. Also, there's 5 weeks left. Like I said a minute ago, Eric has the lowest percent chance of making it to the postseason, and he still has a 1% chance. So nobody's out of this. We have 5 weeks left. We can sprint to the finish at this point. Before you know it, it's going to be week 21, also known as Wild Card Weekend, the 4 and 5 seed. We're going to see who can beat this thing and win the cup this year. It's been a long go. Nate, you're tearing it up right now, man. 6-game win streak. But you can't let off the pedal at all because Dallas is literally 2 games behind you. So, all right, good luck, everybody. I'm going to keep plugging along with my team and see what I can do. I'm at least going to spoil somebody. All right, later, everybody.
Everybody jumping out of their mind.